trying to study and to develop this theory because it is very interesting. If we measure the electroencephalography, the EEG of our brain, and we normalize to a straight line the sinusoidal shape of a brain wave, and if we look into the noise of that straight line, we might find some interesting and structured signal that is being deposited directly in the brain wave. This can be measured very rigorously using specific algorithm like the FFT and the KLT, which are the same algorithm that we use in the SETI project. So the analysis mechanism would be the same as the SETI project, even if the hypothesis in this case is that we do not receive signals from an electromagnetic field that is limited by the light speed, but we would receive a signal, an information, signal is the wrong word, an information instantaneously from other beings in the universe. Some intelligence could be able, using their knowledge about the structure of reality, about the way in which information can be sent, they would have created a sort of technology in order to optimize the transmission and the reception of non-local messages through brain. Well, this is just a point, but there are also other phenomena, such as the so-called hypnagogic and hypnopompic vision that sometimes it happens that we have just a while before getting asleep or just a while after waking up. There are very lucid visions of which I also experienced in the past, and I'm wondering where these images are coming, because they are too lucid to be an illusion, and they have nothing to do with the elaboration of the unconscious or of our experience. They are totally new images to us, like if someone is sending messages directly into our mind. So my hypothesis is that something is stimulating our brain and our consciousness, that we can find scientifically something physical analyzing our brainwave, and that something else, such as the hypnagogic images in our mind, which we cannot study scientifically, obviously, but these images, as I well almost know, have a very specific scope. They work like icons able to activate some parts of our brain in order to empower it. In my case, it happened that there was an empowering of the left brain just for scientific investigation. After having those images in my brain, I felt much more intelligent, I can tell you. So, as you can see, I'm speaking also about my experience. I've been speaking about some concepts that are demonstrated, that are already demonstrated by physics, even if they are very spooky concepts, like the one of quantum mechanics and the weird mechanism of entanglement, the equation by Bohm. And now, inspired by all these findings, I felt it was time to elaborate a speculation about dealing with what we don't know yet, but trying to figure out what we should search for. Before making a science, we have to try to look around. Before going to the castle far away in the darkness, we have to take binoculars and to see where the castle is before walking toward it. So my goal was just to speculate in order to activate reasoning mechanism about something that I believe is extremely important for the human intellectual and also spiritual evolution. Please look at on Amazon.com about my book, The Hyperspace of Consciousness, published by Elementa Wise House. You can find also a version as an ebook, published by the Bathwords books in Australia. There is a lot of speculation, reasoning, and a brief introduction about quantum mechanics as we know it. So far I think I should stop here. There will be much more to tell about this issue, about the so-called mind of God, but for now it's better I stop here. But I will come again on this topic because there is something that I have to tell you shortly. Thank you for your attention, and we'll see in the next part of this science podcast. Have a good time. Avete appena ascoltato Radio Alchimia, rubrica Hyperspace, amore per la scienza. Arrivederci alla prossima puntata.